Alrighty guys, here we are. Welcome back to the channel everybody. We're gonna try to fuse perfect stat Illuvials to prepare for the upcoming Leviathan tournaments. And we have 6 Illuvials on the list that we're gonna try to fuse today. And going over the list, we're gonna have a Rhamphite that is gonna be our tier 5 fuse for today. Then we're gonna have a Wink, a Tira, and some other Illuvials. Just let me bring up the list. Yeah, we got Rhamphite, Tiru, Archie, Apon, Ep, and Wink. When I'm talking about perfect stat Illuvials, usually I'm talking about 5 out of 6 stats. We don't care so much about movement speed. Movement speed can be really good for some Illuvials. I would say maybe fighters. Then again, fighters wanna usually arrive late to the fight, so they're not getting focused. So for fighters, for example, I would maybe even prefer to have low movement stat Illuvials instead of 6 out of 6. I think for fighters, 5 out of 6 stats could be better. And then we have other Illuvials, like for example, a Flood who doesn't move, who doesn't attack. So we actually only need health, resistance, and Omega power. All the other 3 are completely useless. And then we also have some specific Illuvials that, for example, don't need Omega power, which the Tiro is one of them. Tiro, you can see it right here. If you go into the Omega description, it doesn't say it gets enhanced by Omega power. So Omega power is currently actually completely useless on a Tiro. It might change in the future. Maybe in the future there's a patch where then actually Omega power will be used in Tiro's kit, but at the moment it is not. And that's what we're gonna go for. Just 4 out of 5 stats. Resistance, health, attack speed, and attack damage. We're gonna save the Rhamphite for the very end, and we're gonna start with the Tiro right here. So we're looking for those 4 stats in the top, right? So we have one here that's missing resistance. You always want to use Illuvials that miss different stats to have the best chances of getting it. So here we're missing resistance. Here we have a perfect Tiro already, just missing movement and Omega power, which we don't need on the Tiro, so we're not gonna fuse that one away. We have one here that misses 10% attack damage. So now we have 10% resistance, 10% attack damage. And then we need a third one that just misses one of them. And we're probably gonna pick this one right here. Then we also have a chance of perfect movement speed, which we don't need, but it can be nice. Also, we could use this one right here. Then we actually have a chance at perfect Omega power, which would make the Illuvial very future-proof. So no fix could actually change the power level of our Illuvial. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Let me check one more time. There's missing damage. There's missing resistance. And then here we're missing resistance too. So we can't do that. We need to find another one that's missing. For example, health right here. That would be a good one. We're missing health. And then we also have one here which misses just attack speed. That might even be better. But my other Illuvials, you see here, no movement speed, no Omega power. No movement speed, no Omega power. So since 2 of them already have no movement speed and no Omega power, I don't need to bring in something like this, where we have... This one is actually perfect. But we're just gonna bring in a mediocre Illuvial like this one right here. And that's gonna be it. So the big goal today in those 6 fused Illuvials, it's gonna be to find at least 1 perfect stat. And we're gonna start with the Tiro. Good luck, everybody. I see you on the other side. Have a happy Fuse Fest. Do what you ever have to do. And that's gonna be our first one. I'm not sure if we should reveal all the Illuvials in the end, or if you should reveal them one by one. Always good to find your Illuvials which you just fused. You go to the forge and check out the Illuvial right here. Boom! Perfect stat Tiro. We're missing Omega power and movement speed, but again, Omega power and movement speed do not matter on Tiro. Omega power doesn't matter yet. Movement speed, it's pretty much useless on all Illuvials, but it can be nice. For example, on a Forus, on a fighter, I think sometimes it could be nice, maybe on rogues, maybe on bulwarks. Then you have the Science and the Empaths, which usually don't even move on the battlefield, so there it's really 100% useless, I think. But yeah, there we go. We're starting off really good. Perfect stat Illuvials. We only needed to hit 4. So we only needed to hit 4 stats. So that was the easiest one out of the way. Now we're gonna come to a little bit a harder one with the Arcos. We're gonna fuse 3 Archies, trying to get 5 out of 5 stats, everything except movement speed. Here we're missing attack damage, so that's a really good Illuvial in itself already. Right, this Archie has all the important stats. Attack damage is really not that important, and we still have 30% attack speed. So this Illuvial is actually already really good on its own, so maybe I want to fuse other ones. We have the same one here. Perfect stat, except for attack damage. This one has less attack damage, so this is a bit worse. Then we have something here, 4 out of 5, just missing some Omega power. Then we have this one right here, 5 out of 6, just missing attack speed. And then we have this one just missing resistances. So I don't think I want to use the 5 out of 6. I think I'm just going to use 3, 4 out of 5 perfect stat Illuvial. So here we're missing resistance. Here we're missing Omega power. And here we're missing attack damage. This is pretty scary because if we don't get good Omega power or resistance, it's going to be a bit scuffed, right? It's not going to be a good Arcos. So we don't mind the low attack damage, but maybe we can do something here. I mean, it's all right. That's it. That's all. Let's see it. Arcos. Give us your best stats. We want 5 out of 5 perfect stats. We don't care about movement speed. I'm gonna see if we hit it here. To be honest, I don't really care about the Arcos either. I do care about it, but I already have a perfect Arcos, like a 6 out of 6, just for bragging rights. It's never gonna move. It's completely useless to have 6 out of 6 on this one. But I already have one, so I'm not super excited about the Arcos, but it's gonna be worth a lot. So basically, we're slot machining. We're gambling here, and let's see the stats. All right, just missing attack damage. Really good. That is a really, really good Arcos. And we can also use it to maybe fuse the perfect Arcalion. So this is not the end of the road for this Arcos. This is something I would play in Leviathan. I mean, the missing attack damage, what's that kind of gonna come down to? Per match, you're maybe gonna miss 100 damage, 200 damage, right? It does make a difference, but it's really not that big of a deal. So pretty lucky on that one as well. We still have a tier 3 and a tier 5 to be fused, but now we're gonna do the Apon. Reta Apon right here. We have prepared. One is missing resistance. So you don't want to use those two, right? Just to make that clear again. If you use 3, 4 out of 5 Illuvials, but 2 of them are missing the same one, it gives you a lesser chance to succeed. So you have a higher chance to succeeding if you have 3 times a 2 out of 3 chance, instead of having 1 2 out of 3 and 1 out of 3 chance. So we can't use both of them. We use one of them missing resistance, then we use one missing attack damage, and then we use one missing health right here. And that's gonna be our fuse. Good luck on that, Apon. By the way, talking about Apon, we're gonna have an AMA with Aaron, the founder, CEO, and game director of Illuvium. And it's gonna happen in around a week. So I posted a post on Twitter and also one on Discord in the Feedback Ideas channel where you can submit your questions for Aaron. We already did that in the past, but maybe you want to update it. Maybe some new questions came up, so feel free to submit your questions there. I can quickly show you where it is, just so you know where to go to submit those questions. Let me pull up Discord real fast. There it is. And if you go to Illuvium, you go to the Feedback Ideas channel, which is generally a really good place to hang out. I check it multiple times a day, and every time I come in, there is new posts, new messages. There's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, down here somewhere, community questions for AMA with Aaron. That's where you can submit some questions. And yeah, it's going to be a great AMA. We got it in 1 week. Let's see if we got the perfect Apon to go with it. So, let's see. How are you looking, Apon? Booyah! There we go. A perfect stat Apon. We are rolling today. I kind of feel scared of using the Rhamphite now, because I feel like we just used up all our luck. We got a perfect Tira, and we got a perfect Apon. Apparently that's how you say it. Like the ruo is kind of French, I think. So it comes down to T-Ro. Correct me if I'm wrong, Frenchies. But yeah, we got a perfect T-Ro. We got a perfect Apon right there. Look at that. That's worth at least like 30 bucks, I would say. And Apon is a decent unit. Especially with good stats and everything. This can really counter some rogues with nice stuns and everything. I like it. Alright, I hope we don't hit the next one because I want to save some luck for the Rhamphite in the end. But next one on the list is going to be our Ep. Or actually, that's a tier 4. Let's start with the tier 3. That's a Wink. Can't find it here because the Wink is going to be a Quinks. That's why. I don't have a perfect Quinks yet. I have an almost perfect Quinks. The ones I got here is looking like that. So I'm just missing 10% attack damage, which is really not a big deal. This is as good as it gets. Minus 10% attack damage. It's just, you know, I don't know. I want to have a perfect one. But this one is good enough if I don't hit it. And maybe I want to fuse this one with 2 other ones that are just missing 10%. To have a shot at a 6 out of 6 Gazotep. And worst case, it's going to be 270%, which is still going to be very good. But I'm not sure because this Quinks might be worth more than what we're going to fuse once we make a Gazotep. So I might just hold on to this one or sell it if I get a real perfect Quinks. But I haven't done many stage 3. I don't think I have any stage 3 perfect Illuvials. So yeah, we're gonna slowly transition into trying to get stage 3 Illuvials perfect as well. But for now, we're gonna go with the Quinks, with the 3 Winks, and we have 1-time Omega power missing, with 1-time attack speed missing, and then we have 1-time resistance missing right here. We have one with battery attack speed. We have one with better resistance, so we could use the best ones, right? Here we got 20% resistance. Here we got... where was it with the attack speed? Missing. Yeah, here we got 40% attack speed. So this, and then the last one is, I think, the one we leveled, right? With 22. Oh, that's actually the one we leveled with level 22. So we have to use this one. Plus then we're going to use the worst 4 out of 5 Illuvials. So we're going for that one. Missing resistance, missing attack speed, missing Omega power. That's the one. By the way, sorry, I'm fully in the Fuse Fest. I haven't checked chat. YouTube mode is on yet. We're fully on YouTube mode. Cuckoo, Mars Sombrero, funny hat. Thank you. I'm impersonating a Smurf today. You're rocking the rap Scully today. All right. Let's fuse a Winks. I would be super happy if we can hit that. Good luck, everybody, in the fusion chamber. Have fun in there. I don't know what's happening, but you're doing it. I still see lags on the right. There's still lags left behind, guys. We've got the lags. Shit. I don't know if you saw that, but all our Winkses still had the lags standing there. That might be an indicator of us not getting a perfect Winks. But let's see. Oh. Okay, we got a 4 out of 5 Quinks, which is good. This is going to be exactly the same. What we did right now, we're going to do to get a Gazotep with 3 4 out of 5 Quinkses. So this is still a pretty good outcome, hitting 2 out of the 3. We just missed 1. And I think I have other Quinkses ready. I'm not going to fuse it with the one I have ready here, because that seems like a waste if I would fuse it with this one. But the more of those fuses fail in this way, the more ammunition we have then for a stage 3 fusing. So let's see, Quinks. Do we have any 4 out of 5s? I mean, this one is pretty good. That one is the new one, just missing resistance. Then we have one with 3 out of 5. Then we have this one, just missing 10% health. So this will be the second one that I fuse, right? This one right here, just missing 10% Omega power. With this one right here, just missing 10% health. And then I want another one, which is kind of on that power level. That's a 3 out of 5. I don't know if I'm going to fuse that with the 4 out of 5. But anyway, not a fully missed fuse. We can still use this to try to get the perfect Gazotep. which is the beauty in acquiring 4 out of 5 perfect stat Illuvial stage 1. Even if you don't hit them, you can try again for stage 3, right? So that's when the calculation of odds and how, you know, all this expected value and all of that gets a little bit tricky, because you also have to calculate in that you, even if you don't hit the fusion, 4 out of 5 stats will still be very valuable, and you can use it in your next fusion. All right, we got the tier 3 out of the way. Let's go into tier 4, which is going to be a little bit of an easier fusion again, because we only need to hit 3 stats. We have, where is it? One with health and resistance. We have another one with health and resistance, which is holo, so that's the one we're going to use. So we're missing Omega power here, we're missing health here, and then we need one where we miss resistance. Right here. There we go. So we might get a perfect stat holo flood. I would be very excited for that. Let's check one more time, double check. Omega power missing, health missing. Those 2 are full, those 2 are full. And then we have resistance missing, those 2 are full. Alrighty, all ready to be fused. Good luck. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, Flood. It's gonna be alright. You have your 3 little buddies here joined together to form you. I know it's weird. I know you haven't done this before, but it's gonna be alright. Just trust the process. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Don't you worry too much about it. It all comes natural. It all comes together. It doesn't seem holo. I'm not sure if all the holos are getting displayed. By the way, one thing we need so much is a after fusion screen. Hey, we had a quest. Fuse a tier 4 Illuvial. So same like when we capture an Illuvial and you see all the stats, all the color finish, everything, you know, you see the full AAA quality NFT, animation, everything. We need that for Fusion, obviously. I hope they're working on that, because that's going to make Fusion so much better. Okay, Flood, we didn't hit the holo, so we didn't hit the 33% chance on this. Did we hit the 30% chance to get a perfect Flood? No, not even close. We only have good Omega power, so this has been our big loss of the day so far. We missed the holo, and we missed 2 out of the 3 stats. So this one is not even going to be good for using it to fuse a stage 3, because we only got 1 out of 3 stats. So that's going to be a little bit too low. But that's the risk of it, right? We're still really lucky so far today, but yeah, shit like that happens. And I hope it's not going to happen to this Rhamphite right here, because I would love a good Rhamphite. And the way we're going to fuse it is with 3 out of 5 Illuvials. I don't remember the chance, but I think it's around a 10% chance to hit perfect stats. To hit 5 out of 5 with taking 3 out of 5 Illuvials. What's important here, you shouldn't, again, have too many of the same stats missing. So let's do it slowly. We're missing attack damage and resistance here. By the way, this is a really good Rhamphite. It feels kind of tough to fuse that away. But we're going to fuse it with one here that's missing resistance and Omega power, which is also a decent Rhamphite. So now we're missing attack damage, Omega power, 2 times resistance. We cannot have resistance missing again. And then we have this one with perfect resistance, perfect health, missing attack speed for the first time, missing attack damage for the second time, and we got good Omega power. So this is looking good. Basically, we got a 1 in 3 chance to get resistance. We got we got a guaranteed chance to get perfect health. They all got perfect health. We got a 2 in 3 chance to get attack speed. We got a 1 in 3 chance to get attack damage, and we got a 2 in 3 attacks chance to get Omega power. So the chances, I think, are pretty good. I don't think that's too bad. The only thing that we're missing 2 times is attack damage and resistance, which are not the most important ones on the Rhamphite. I guess resistance would be, but it's mostly about Omega power, attack speed, and defensive stats. I don't care too much about attack damage. But yeah, those ramp fees, all of them, I think each one of them is at least worth 40 to 50 bucks. So that's like 150 bucks roll. If we get unlucky, we lose a lot of money. If we get lucky, we win a lot of money. That's what it's all about. Have fun, Rhamphite. Good luck in the fusion. I see you on the other side. Give it your best. Give it your best shot. That's our last fusion for the Illuvifest number. I think we have done this like 5 times already now. And this is gonna be the big one. This is gonna be the big one. Welcome back to the stream. No, he's back in YouTube mode. Yeah, we're not done. We're not done. Oh, I'm so scared to look at this one. Oy. Are you the chosen one, Rhamphite? Are you the chosen one? Well, all we can do. All we can really do is light a candle. Pray to our Jesus. Ave Maria. I did that the other time for League of Legends G2 World Final Worlds, but it didn't work. So let's see if it worked this time. Orange Jesus, are you with us? Hey, pretty decent. Could have been way worse, right? We got Omega Power, we got health, we got attack speed, we got 30% on resistance and no attack damage. I think I'll take this. I think that's not too bad. It didn't really improve. We still got 3 out of 5, but it didn't get worse, which is good already, right? So I guess we lost a little bit of money, but this is good. This is my best Rhamphite. And all I really care about is attack speed and Omega Power. Because I don't want Rhamphite to tank, so I want to position it so it doesn't tank. If it tanks, it still has good defensive stats. But I want it to be in the backline, cast its Omega fast, and hit as hard as possible with its Omega. And that's what we're gonna do. Perfect Omega Power Rhamphite. Pretty stoked about that. I'm really happy. If we didn't hit Omega Power, this would have been really bad. But since we hit Omega Power, I think it was a decent success. Compare it to my other Rhamphite, which also has good Omega Power. But this one is really good. Again, I don't care so much about the attack damage. It's not about that. It's all about that cast. So yeah, now we got a good Rhamphite. And I can start to level it up. But we don't have a good ramp fee anymore. We still have one with good Omega Power, but yeah. It's really hard to get good... Wow, I got a bunch of good squizzes here. Got a 4 out of 5 squiz. Then we got a 3 out of 5 squiz. And we got another almost 4 out of 5 squiz. So I guess squiz comes also onto the list, and we're gonna try to fuse that one soon. Those 3 together should make a good Illuvial. We have Omega Power, so we have 2 times Omega Power, which is good. Missing 2 times health. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna put Squiz on the list. But yeah, that's it. I still have another 6 Illuvials ready, but we're gonna wait till next stream, till the next YouTube video to have another Fuse Fest, because I love this. This is so much fun. And yeah, to check in the end, we got pretty lucky. We got a perfect hero. Omega Power doesn't matter on him yet. I hope they don't change that. I hope this stays consistent. Otherwise, we're gonna try to fuse it into TB Ruku. Then we got an Arcos. 4 out of 5. The worst stat didn't come through, so that's